Yeah, but the flowers aren't here, but they are. We saw it yesterday and the day before down the road. So
do you ever use the flowers? Do you use the flowers for anything?
No. Why?
Yeah, you can. They're kind of edible. Like
I sucked the honey out of them.
Yeah. People say that their berries are poisonous to varying degrees in different types of plants, but you can use the petals for drinks and things. It's really nice.
Siobhan, what would you do with nettles now? So, I mean, because we have loads of them, right? What would you do with nettles?
Obviously the nettle soup is an old favourite, but I just pinch the tops off just to use the top 2 leaves. In fact, this one's starting to flower now, I think, so it might be a little late. Some of them are starting to flower, and then I wouldn't really touch them.
Why is that? Why wouldn't you use them if they're starting to flower?
The plant does change when it starts to flower, and the toxins build up in the leaves, so they're not quite as good to eat.
Okay.
But I just pinch the top 2 leaves off there, and you can see if you pinch them firmly, there's no sting at all.
Oh,
and
they say grasp the nettle.
Yeah, just grasp the nettle. Yeah,
and it
exactly.
Won't hurt you.
Just blanch them in boiling water and removes the sting. Then you can use them for anything. I made a nettle gnocchi, which was nice. Or pesto tea, obviously. It's an easy one.
I look forward to it.
But it's very popular.
I can't imagine eating them raw now. There's a mix of this powder.
Bees love this.
The bees love it.
Yeah, I was in a secret road yesterday, one of these old famine roads, and this is growing all the way along, and it was covered in bees. Maybe it's too early in the morning.
It's comfrey, isn't it?
Yeah, for the bees to all be out now, but they were descending on it. It was covered with them. Yeah, bumblebees.
Fabulous. There's some sort of a creature on one of them there, but
someone was telling me this. Another name for this was knitwell.
What is it?
Knitwell, because it's so good at
for healing.
Cuts and grazes. For healing.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you take the leaves, the comfy leaves, and I think you can mash them all up.
Yeah.
And then you can put them into.
I've used it before.
I mean, I would put that into a vat of water and just leave it steep. It stinks for a finish, but then you can use it as a liquid fertilizer for your plants.
Okay, I've heard of it being used as a green manure.
No. I did a course once. You know what this is?
It's one of my favourite plants.
Yeah. What do you call that now?
Yeah. Sorry.
And the kids love it as well.
Sticky weed or cleavers.
Exactly.
Stickleback.
So stickleback. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, goosegrass. That's it as well. So again, what would you use this for anything?
Yeah. A spring tonic maybe is the simplest thing. Just steep it in water, cold water, put it in the fridge overnight, and then strain it. And it's a lovely, refreshing drink. It's kind of like cucumber, or almost minty and cucumber. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost like a melon flavour.
I haven't tried that.
Just a really subtle flavour, but
I haven't tried that.
More interesting than water.
But my children and animals do come in kind of rolling or
you just
after rolling and stuck to it.
Yeah.
You can make an ointment with this as well. So
really?
cleaver's ointment. I went to this herbalist course in the Burn once, and again I think it's kind of those healing properties from cleavers. Okay. So you think things don't have use and that they're annoying?
I did not know that.
There you go now. So this is the horsetail farris, Siobhan.
This is amazing.
Can you see why? It is
God.
Everywhere, and it's kind of fairly obvious. Well, the name of the plant is Equinus something or other, and maybe that's where the horsey bit comes from. But to be honest, it actually, look, in fairness.
I see what you mean.
You see what I mean, right? These were around the same time as the dinosaurs. They're a very ancient plant.
And do you use the stem as well as the leaves when you make this?
Yeah, I would. I know. In fairness, maybe I'm making it wrong, but I would actually take the whole thing and put it into a cafetiere, hot water, leave it steep for a little while, and then drink the tea.
Wow.
And there you go. So after that, perfect nails, perfect
I can't wait to try that.
So we should pick some of this, maybe.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Do you just take the break off?
I would just break off like this. Yeah.
I'll
just break off a few like that. Yep. There's bees on it over there now.
The bees are really enjoying it. Around this time of year, around the beginning of the summer, the new leaves are so nice to pick and use in blackberry tea, and they have the really fruity taste of blackberries, but a really green, pungenty, kind of grassy as well. So I pick them every year, and then I dry them, and it gives me like a year's worth of blackberry tea.
So you dry them and keep them, but you could use them fresh as well?
Yes, use them fresh, or if you want to preserve them,
Okay.
just dry them on a tea towel for a couple of days.
Because brambles, honest to God, they almost grow while you're looking at them at the moment.
Yeah, they're never
incredible.
going to be scarce.
No.
So.
No.
Yeah, I brought you some tea. Actually, remind me before I leave. Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you.
That's lovely. I'd grown up in West Cork and gone to primary school there with my parents in the 80s, and then we moved back to London for work, and I always thought I'd like to live back in Ireland again, and I lived in Lismore in County Waterford for a couple of years and fell in love with that, and I wanted to see Clare. I'd never been to Clare before, and I visited it and fell in love with it and stayed, really, having no prior connection to the place or anything, any real reason to visit. It just kind of captured my imagination. Really different to anything I'd kind of experienced before. Will we give these a little rinse in the water? Your lovely beetroot leaves and chard.
Yep.
It's lovely garlic. Is it
It's elephant garlic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I got it from Seed Savers, about 5 of them, about 6 or 7 years ago, I'd say. And I just keep saving the seed, and then they just keep growing it.
There's a lovely pink colour to it.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be fine once you take the ends of it.
And then we'll peel the outside leaves off. Have you always grown your own vegetables?
Yeah, I kind of started when I started training as a yoga teacher, so like 18 years ago now.
Oh well.
The centre that I was associated with in Athenry, they had a lot of land, and I was living in Galway, and they allowed me to take a corner of it. And I did an organic veggie growing course in Galway.
Okay.
And then I grew a few veg there, and that's where it started out.
It's a lovely thing to be able to do.
It is, because it's about nourishment, and when you eat fresh food like this, you actually feel like you're healing your body, just by eating. Like, we're so far removed from, we eat a lot of processed food.
Yeah.
We're so far removed from fresh food. There's something very special. Like, I mean, with yoga, there's the idea of prana, or energy in our body, but there's also the idea of prana in what we eat. So the fresher it is, the more energy, the more prana you're taking into your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. It's lovely to see the cycle from beginning to end, though, of planting your own things and watching them grow and being able to harvest them yourself. So much different to, going to the supermarket and getting it. That's what I like about foraging, although I'm reaping what I didn't sow, really.
Yeah.
But when you're watching things grow, throughout the season, for sure. This is lovely smelling garlic.
I can smell it from here.
I love the chicken in the background. So just roughly chopping some of your lovely beetroot and chard leaves just to stir into the soup at the end. Now this is already hot chilli, so I'm just going to use a tiny bit of it. And as we cook it, it will mellow out a little bit.
So
anyway.
that's what kind of gives kind of vegan. Like, people think of vegan and vegetarian food as being boring, but it's absolutely not.
It doesn't have to be at all. It can get that reputation, but like anything, you have to pack the flavours in when you're cooking meat or when you're cooking vegetables, or both. You have to layer the flavours and make them work for you,
So you add kind of nice bit of chilli, and I heard you talking about limes, and you give it a bit of oomph,
you have to. You have to put flavours in, and when you're using fresh ingredients, that's easy to do. And I brought some special salt to use, which I made last summer with marigold petals, and it's salt that Keith made from the
ocean here?
Ocean. Yeah.
No way, so it's loop-bed salt.
Yeah, it's homemade salt with marigold petals, and
oh my gosh, I'm going to have to take a
lovely,
little teaspoon of that for inside.
You can smell the
smell it.
flowers.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Kind
It's
of
nice. I'll leave you
herby,
with
kind
some.
of spicy, kind of.
Yeah, the marigold is kind of peppery almost, and almost spicy.
Lovely.
So, that's all. And I brought garlic, but I'm not going to use it because we have your lovely garlic. So that's all we need.
It's about making it easy, isn't it?
It's about making it easy. It is for me at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like things to be easy and simple.
So will we cook it up?
Let's do it. We fried off the tagliatelle, just broken into little chunks, fried it off, added the chilli, garlic, and then the vegetable stock, salt and pepper, and chucked in a handful of peas and a can of butter beans. And then at the last minute, we added the lovely chard and beetroot leaves. Just the leaves. And just wait for basically as soon as the tagliatelle is cooked, the whole thing is ready. That's 5 or 10 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes. Probably just enough time for the pasta to cook through, really.
You burnt yourself there.
I'd say that's ready.
Yeah,
it's
magic. I'm as messy as you are, aren't you?
Excellent. I'm so glad I found someone as messy as I am. I doubt it.
Oh my god, look at that.
Well, what's an offer?
Minestrone.
Well, we have
vegan
salmon
minestrone soup. I'll get you a spoon.
Yeah, lemon and chilli. So I hope you like chilli. I hope it's not too hot.
Well, it depends.
Let's
see. This is where you have to pretend it's lovely.
Yeah, just
the
smile
TV
anyway.
thing.
Yeah.
That's good. A little bit chillier there, alright.
There's a little chilli. Too much.
Would that warm
No,
your
I like this. I don't like creamy soups, you know.
Okay.
I come from a tradition of none at all. Carry on. Yummy. What can I say?
Good. Good.
Can I eat the rest of it now? Yeah.
So Siobhan, when I've been running around the place, standing a lot in the garden, I try and find a bit of time, say in the afternoon.
Practicing yoga on a regular basis is like taking a tonic. We'll explore postures known as asanas that'll help your body to build strength and flexibility.
So you just allow yourself to settle in.
We'll add a breathing practice and a meditation. You'll be introduced to Yoga Nidra, which is a powerful relaxation technique.
Face, throat, chest, and the belly area.
This holistic program will help you to become more resilient, adaptable, both physically and mentally.
It's so comfortable with the eye pillow blocking out any light and I don't know, kind of.
And it's the weight as well of the eye pillow, just gives that
really
extra kind of ease, you know.
And having the cushion under the legs is really comfortable.
It's nice.
By the time you leave, you'll have a practice just for you.